Today we will start with the part of a digestive system which is present in the water, that is the abdominal cavity. Now that is what is said to be as small intestine. Now introduction of the small intestine. This small intestine, it will be going to start with the pyloric part of the stomach. Pyloric part of the stomach. Then it will be going to run upwards towards the right, then little you can say behind, to become as first part of the duodenum. Then it will be running straight way downwards to become as a descending part. Then it will be going to run transversely from right to left, become as a transverse part of the duodenum. Then it will be going to run upwards and towards the left to become as the fourth part. Now that fourth part is called as the ascending part. This is the first part. This is the second part. This is the third part. This is the fourth part of the duodenum, from where the water that of the small intestine, I mean to say jejunum, it will be going to run and thrown into a number of convolutions or the folds which is there in the infracolic compartment. Now, so this is what is said to be as the remaining part of the small intestine, which is said to be as the jejunum and the eyelid. So this you can say small intestine, it will be going to end into the water, ileocecal orifice, which is present in the beginning part of large intestine, which is said to be as the cecum. Then it will be going to further continue as the ascending colon. So the small intestine, which will be there like this pattern, for your understanding purpose or for the purpose of the foregoing explanation on the water that of the small intestine, it starts from here, the pyloric part of the stomach, that is the pyloric orifice, becomes as a water fixed part which is goes in favor of duodenum, and then it will be thrown into what number of folds. Those number of folds or number of coils, what we say as that of the remaining part of the small intestine, where it will be going to end in ileocecal orifice, which is present in the cecum, via by means of ileocecal orifice. Cecum is nothing but it is the beginning part of the large intestine. So while it will be running like this, it will be going to cross almost all from pyloric orifice of the stomach to this ileocecal orifice. It is roughly crossing the 6 to 7 meter. 7 meter. So this is the water, the length of that of the entire small intestine. But this small intestine which is there, it has been reported If you have dissected 100 or more than that in the cadavers, or little bit you can say soon after the death or shortly after the death, the small intestine, it will be going to measure something 5 meter. 5 meter is the what that of the average length, average in male and in female, average it will be the thick, but it will be running from 6 to 7 meter. But it has been already reported shortly after the death. If you have taken the, you can say, entire small intestine, right from the pyloric orifice to the ileocecal orifice, it is almost all 3.35 meter to 7.16 meter in woman. But in the water that of the other sex, that will be ranging from 4.88 meter to 7.85 meter in male. So this will be the thing what you will be, if your statistical data shows. But on an average in the dissection hall, that too soon after the death, if you have taken, the length will be varying between 5.92 meter to something, it will be ranging between 6.37 meter. So this is the average, on an average, the length. So this will be the entire gross thing. Now this small intestine, which is there in the almost all infracolic, as well as the part of that, it will be present in the water supracolic, and then it will be there behind the transverse colon and behind the transverse mesocolon. Majority of it will be there in the infracolic compartment. Not only the left initially, then more of its part as it terminates, it will be there in the right infracolic compartment, that is to the ileum. So this is what. Now this thing, for the purpose of explanation, this small intestine will be going to divide into what? 3 parts. Now those 3 parts, if you are taken, now those 3 parts are, first part is the duodenum, second part is the jejunum, which is almost called 2/5. Then third part, now this third part is called as ileum, which is 3/5 of the water. Leaving apart entire that first part will be the thing what you will be having a ratio. Now this is what the thing you have to, but first part it has been dealt separately under a separate heading called as the duodenum itself. Duodenum itself. Now, on an average, the length of the water, that of the small intestine, right from its beginning to the ending, including duodenum, in male 6 it is 6.37 meter approximately, and in female it is 5.92 meter. So this is what the introductory part for that of the, you can say, small intestine. And more than that, first part of the small intestine which is there, it is almost all fixed part. It doesn't have the mobility like other two portions of the small intestine, that is namely jejunum and ileum. They will be having a mobility because of the presence of mesentery. So what is that mesentery? It has been already dealt along with the peritoneum. So that is what the thing. Now you have to deal about the jejunum. Now what is the jejunum? Jejunum is the one which will be 2/5 of the water, that of the, you can say, living apart the water duodenum, what it will be going to occupy. Now this jejunum, it will be going to start with the duodenojejunal junction to the water left just below the transverse column. From that it will be going to run downwards towards the right, throwing into a water number of coils, and then it will be going to cover almost all the entire infracolic compartment, throwing into a number of coils. But when it almost all traverses of about 4 meters, it will be going to get diminishing in size and becomes as a ileum. So this portion is the jejunum. So jejunum is the one part of the water, that of the remaining part of that of the small intestine, leaving apart the water duodenum. Now this